Alright, this is Brendan Carter, and this is the first episode of Cite Your Sources. BrendanCarter211.com. I am a Capricorn.
Hey, I'm Nakara, Sticky Nikki on social media platforms, and I am a Cancer.
My name is Donnie. My social media is RNS_Donnie, and I'm a Taurus.
Hey, my name is Stoney. My Instagram is My Loud Radio, and I am a Capricorn.
My social media, or IG, all of it's that Ken Sharif with 2 N's, and my astrological sign is Virgo.
My name is Marie, and on Instagram I'm Marie_30, and I'm a Leo.
Hi, I'm Tiffany. On social media, IG, I'm Tiff_the_5th, and I'm a Aquarius.
My name is Christy. My Instagram is just my imagination 216, and I'm an Aquarius.
Your sources. And the first topic we're going to discuss is the R. Kelly discussion. Now, I get it. We have like an Elvis, all who dated underage girls. I don't give a fuck about them because we're talking about black girls right now. So I want to start with Sticky Nikki. What is your view on the R. Kelly topic?
Which part of it?
Do you feel it's a problem?
It's definitely a problem, but I do also know that this is something that was brought up when it actually was taking place, right? So I watched the documentary. I probably was a little bit younger when the whole scandal, the sex tape and all that came out. So once they said he wasn't guilty, I probably was right along with Jay-Z and them like, not guilty, you know? But, because I really wasn't socially aware of it. But now that I'm a little older, it's like, well, that was definitely wrong. Now that they have all of this concrete evidence, he should definitely be held accountable for his actions, sure.
Who at this table can separate the art from the music? Like, who feel like, I mean, fuck it, I'm still listening to R. Kelly.
Yeah.
You said still listening?
Yeah, no, I mean, can you separate the two?
I can separate, but I don't listen to him.
Can you still listen to R. Kelly? All right, I want to hear from
cool.
like, why can you still listen to
My
R. Kelly?
take on R. Kelly is that if R. Kelly, as much as he had, if he knew that he liked to mess with younger girls, he should have moved to a country where they allowed it. That's how I feel about that. I don't know. It's some things where I looked at it like, you know, that's fucked up, but then it's some things that I saw where people got a choice, you know what I mean? And I don't want to be the first to jump on the bandwagon and be against the black man that we watch, you know what I mean? I don't know what side to take on it. I'm not with nobody being abused or, you know what I mean, being raped or anything like that, but I was not quick to get an opinion about it. So yeah, I still listen to his music.
I took all of him off the playlist, like all my playlists, and I was R. Kelly. I literally just went to R. Kelly concert in 2000, screams and everything. He probably still could have took me to the studio in 2017. But after that documentary, I know, that's why I missed my chance. But after that documentary, I was like, oh, like it's more of a problem than I thought. Like,
I just wanted to piggyback on something that Chrissy said. They do all have a choice. And so that was something that while I was watching the documentary kind of threw me off. Now, I will advocate for the little baby, the 14-year-old, whatever. I feel for her. I feel for her family. I feel for that. But at no point in that documentary, when people were when the victims were speaking on it, when they were ready to leave, they left. Like nobody was like, oh, I wanted to get away, but I couldn't. They were mentally captivated to him. They even the one lady said that once she got to the airport, she was like, "Please answer the phone, and I'm gonna come back," you know, type of thing. So they weren't really being held against their will. They weren't being locked and chained and couldn't leave. But hey, it was a choice, like she
Marie,
said.
what would you say?
I was going to say that basically I feel the same way as far as regardless of what the relationship was and how strange it may have been, they still had a relationship, and just like any other woman that's dealing with a man or just in a relationship period, regardless if you're getting abused or not, they stay all the time. They make excuses for their abusers. And I also wanted to comment on the fact that as far as the music and stuff, I'm not the type that's like, oh, turn R. Kelly off. I kind of feel like it's too late for that now. Like, my nieces and nephews already been born off R. Kelly. It's too late to kind of try to shut his music off. I mean, I'm not a big R. Kelly listener anyways, but if I don't see nothing wrong with a little bump and cry come out, I'm going to definitely be in my mood about it. I separated too.
I don't even want to hear R. Kelly.
I'm so hella disgusted.
Yes.
Like when Tiffany, when they played the song at her party, I mean, she didn't request it, but when they played, I'm like, oh, it's time to go. Like I literally feel like, oh, it's time to go. And I don't know why I feel like that, but I literally, because it's the first artist where I be like, oh no, mute this nigga.
Because it's disgusting.
Okay, we got
Because everything that he was doing was really disgusting. I just don't want to hear it. Like, I did do a lot off R. Kelly, but at this point, R. Kelly.
Well, then you
I
can
don't
still
want
listen to Aaliyah. And he
Actually,
wrote.
I know that first album is troubling for me to listen to now. I could listen to 1 in a million of songs after, but listen to the Agent Isabel album. I do have a problem with the album now, knowing that he wrote those songs for a 15-year-old girl about him.
Right.
Yeah.
Listen, my whole take on the situation. R. Kelly and the young girl, like Nikki said, we were young, so I don't know really much about the whole sex tape. I didn't see it. But from what everybody else who saw it, they were pretty much like, you could tell it was a young girl. Okay, if it wasn't handled then, I don't understand why it's getting brought up now. There really aren't no victims in this situation. There are volunteers, in my opinion. If you wanted to leave and you were able to leave, then you could have left. At what point in time was this against the law for him to be charged with it, is what I'm confused.
The underage girl is the problem with him. Do you have something to say?
Yeah. I think it's a more sinister agenda at hand. And I think we're looking at, like, okay, forest for the trees, right? So in principle, he's a pedophile, flat out. I stopped listening to him when Piss on You by Chappelle came out when he was playing, but I knew it was real when I saw the tape. So I'm probably a little bit older than some of the people at the table, as probably the only Gen Xer here. So the millennials don't know. I saw the tape and I'm like, he pissing on a little girl, like, let's be real. I'm done. I went to every R. Kelly concert that came to Cleveland in the 90s. So I saw him, the man puts on a fabulous production. That's his art. That's his art. But in principle, he's a pedophile and I won't support it. But on top of that, we don't have the luxury to castigate all these black men. We gotta look at the bigger picture. The bigger picture is that Harvey Weinstein and them ain't been brought up on anything. And the Ashkenazis, the fake Jews, and let's keep it 100, they not real Jews anyway. They call themselves Jews and they control the industry. How the fuck they control the industry that we drive? That's a problem. So it's other things as far as the industry, what they're trying, the agenda that the Ashkenazi people are trying to, and that's the Jewish people that don't understand. The Ashkenazis are European people who claim the Jewish faith. The real Jews used to look like us. But that's a whole nother story. That's a whole nother topic. They control the music industry financially, and they can control the narrative. So the problem is that they're controlling the narrative to castigate black men and throw them on. That goes to Bill Cosby. They tried to get breezy. They didn't. And it's just like they go down the list, but where's Harvey Weinstein? Where's all these other people? And where's all these pedophile priests or whatever? They throw one under the bus, but it's 1,000 of them. So I'm really concerned. I'm gonna wrap up my end, but I'm really concerned with the narrative, the larger narrative that we should be paying attention as far as our community is concerned.
Follow up on what he said. In February of 2019, the Senate bill was passed in California, Senate Bill 145, which allows sex offenders to have sex with minors as long as they're not 10 years above that age. So I can be 20, I can be 19, sleeping with a 10-year-old, and yeah, I'll be charged, but I won't be labeled as a sex offender. So pedophilia in the United States is being modernized. It's going to be a medical condition at some point, and that's deriving from the fact that the Vatican has been doing it for years. The Vatican hides shit and they release stuff every couple of years, and they let us see what they've been hiding 100 years ago, where letters from Abraham Lincoln and everything has came out. So this is a consistent problem, the fact that people don't even want to research how many underage marriages happen in the United States every year. We're talking about upward of 20,000 marriages that parents allow their children as minors to get married to grown men. For example, I do financial literacy classes at John Marshall High School on the west side. An African girl got pregnant by a 30-year-old. I won't disclose her name, but she was about 14 years old. She got pregnant, and her parents signed off for, I think she's 16 now, or something like that, and they signed off for her to marry this man, and she did. So me personally, when it comes down to the music, no, I don't listen to the music. I didn't listen to it before. It was in bad taste for them to play all of his hits while they were sitting up here putting out all this information anyway, and then expect his streams not to go up. But all in all, do not make him the face of pedophilia when they've been doing this shit in America for a long damn time. Don't make him the face of it when it's been going on for a long time. It's when you put him up there, list all the other shit y'all did alongside of that.
Just one quick thing that I want to say is, look at these knowledgeable men that we have that are around at our table today. They got 2 points for the light skins.
That's what I like.
They got 2 points for the light skinned men today. All right, that's it.
I agree. One of the things that I just want to say, just being a realist more so than anything, if we think about our grandmothers, our great grandmothers, men and women being mandating. Now, I'm not saying I'm okay with pedophilia. By no means necessary. You know, it's not what you do, it's how you do it, and I'm gonna be clear that just want to be clear. But for years, like, and I'm so in agreement with what he just said right now. For so many years, what do I want to say? Men have been manipulating women, and if R. Kelly can be blamed with anything, I think manipulating weak women. But I've been through it. I'm sure maybe at one point in time you've been through it. You've been through it. Not saying that it's right, and I'm a woman. We'll never say that it's right, but men have been manipulating women, and I feel like that the parents did. I feel like the parents did pimp their kids out. I feel like all them people that went on Lifetime and said they didn't get paid, they lied. Why would y'all black motherfuckers go on Lifetime and not get paid when Lifetime paid everybody else? And y'all, this is a huge, big story. I don't believe that they did. I believe it's about more, like you said. Now they coming up with the Michael Jackson shit. He ain't even here to defend himself. What the fuck do y'all get out of that?
It's a slippery slope.
What the fuck do y'all get out of that? That's just how I feel about it. And call me what you want to. You know, it's black man after black man after black man. Then they tried to say this shit about Too Short. Too Short kept records. They couldn't prove it. I mean, that's what it is with me. I'm not belittling nothing that's wrong that a man. I'm not for none of that shit. But we have to, if we don't stand firm and support each other and hold each other down until the shit really hit the fan, when you say you fucked up, we say that we have each other back, but then when something happen, we quick to turn. Like, that shit, we gotta do better. Like, we gotta do better.
Why are you saying what pisses you off?
Because we are the only race that will throw our people in the fire. White people don't do that shit. White people don't do that shit.
That's what, I'm sorry, go ahead.
I mean, you can have the floor. I mean, I just want to say that because white people don't do that shit. They didn't do that with Charlie Sheen. They didn't do it with Harvey Weinstein. They didn't do it with Woody Harrelson.
Wait, I will say that those white women the white women that were affected by Harvey Weinstein are Saudi, and they are trying to do their best to get him in trouble. But white women are oppressed women of their race too, so they can't really do what they've been saying about Harvey Weinstein for a long time. But there's nothing that they can do. So white women really are trying to do what they need to do. Go ahead, Tiffany.